The water column is incredibly huge. It's definitely the largest habitat on Earth, encompassing 95% or more of all the livable space on the planet. It's always moving and in flow. If you go to the bottom habitat, you could go back to the same coral mound, but in the water column, if you go back to the exact same place, but at a different time, the water column is going to be different. It is the least explored habitat on planet Earth. The water column is important because it's home to trillions of organisms in more than a million species or so. The lack of light has led to all sorts of incredible adaptations in midwater animals. Red and black are really great colors to be if you don't want to be seen in the depths. Many will make light, so bioluminescence. And of course, some organisms prey on them. A lot of those organisms have a dark red pigmented gut in order to block out the light that might accumulate in their stomachs. A lot of the deep sea fishes have these long, thin teeth, and those are good for grabbing onto prey and holding onto them. In the early 1800s, people with nets would find that if they collected in the shallows during the day and at night, that they would collect different types of organisms. Now we can use more sophisticated tools with acoustics, for instance, to understand where organisms are concentrating in the water column, what we call the deep scattering layer. Diel vertical migration has been dubbed the greatest migration on planet Earth. That's because billions and billions of organisms, primarily zooplankton, which are small fishes, crustaceans, and jellies, they will move up into shallow waters at night, and then when the sun starts to come up, they move back down into the dark, deep waters. And they do this all over the planet, even in lakes, on this daily basis. These water column animals are important for lots of reasons. They are playing different roles in the environment as predators, but then also as prey to large animals such as whales. They're also very important in planetary processes. They tie up a lot of carbon through their feeding, and then when they move down to deeper waters, that carbon is then locked in those deeper waters or even transferred all the way to the ocean floor. So they're a really critical part of the carbon cycle on planet Earth. The future of water column research is going to be characterizing the water column in new ways. One of the new ways is with environmental DNA, where we'll basically be able to take collections of water, and that water contains bits of cells that have come off of different organisms, and then we'll be able to sequence all the DNA that's in that water to understand better the organisms that are living around that place. This is a really efficient technology, so it can be deployed many times over and over in many different parts of the world. Because the water column is so connected and always moving, it's all one big giant system, and so we need to characterize it in multiple places to really understand it better.